women being victims are usually higher than men in most cases because they are either targeted in times of conflict or in times of natural disasters. It is the women who go back for their children or for more vulnerable members of community and family to try and save them. Having prior knowledge to where these people are at a given time. It has also been more realized that because of such knowledge of the family and community and instinct to protect, women are just as capable leaders in not just normal times, but also in times of disaster. And with natural disasters becoming more severe and frequent for us in the Pacific and more evident around the world, it is important for us now, more than ever, to embrace women leadership. For the Pacific, a huge obstacle for us is the changing climate, and as the ocean states, accelerated rising sea levels is claiming our lands, making it slowly impossible to live on and displacing our people across our Pacific region. We also acknowledge what the rest of the world has been facing, from issues of heat waves, droughts, extreme rainfall and flooding, and it only exacerbates the issues that we are already facing with the ongoing pandemic, as well as other issues within our own countries. At this time, I would like to acknowledge the people of Korea and for what you are facing now with the recent flooding. We stand by you, and our hearts, prayers, and thoughts are with you all and those who have suffered and their families. We as a global family must exhaust all means we can to face this battle against global warming and climate change together. A hard reality is that climate change is the most serious single obstacle to the full realization and hopes and vision for our world. It undermines and halts movements for many things within our countries, forcing us to put other important issues on the back burner until we are able to get back on our feet. How then do we further to this conference continue to commit to sustainable peace and development in our individual countries, region, and globally? We choose to practice and commit. Our conference today allows us to continue to make that commitment to support peace in the Korean Peninsula, to promote peace and justice, and has also given space and opportunity for women to speak and lead and be acknowledged for their incredible work alongside men. And at this point, I'd like to thank the Federation and Dr. Julia Moon for us all to be able to be here today. These summits, online and in person, remind us all of the overall cause we fight for together, the commitments we make, and the importance of unity in this movement to peace. On that note, I'd like to share with you a quote from the Pacific that speaks on this. For those of you unaware, the Pacific is a vast region. It contributes to 70% of the world's ocean territory and is shared by just over 20 island countries. We are small island states, small populations with a huge ocean space, all united in our common challenges and kinship ties. Our land and ocean teach us of unity and harmony. We are dependent on them for survival, and they in turn depend on us to be sustainable with our practices and allow them to replenish as they should. Our sisters and brothers in Palau put it so beautifully in their declaration, and I quote, "It is the fabric of unity upon which we have woven individual and collective relationships and agreements on sustainable development, and now into the future. It is our life and our future." We learned that with our scattered islands, we are stronger as one people. Though we have our cultural differences, our islands, our ocean ties, and our ocean tie us together. as different cultures, but one Pacific people. And finally, as a Pacific people, we have a way, called the Pacific Way, that best describes how we achieve things, and it is described, and I quote, "Peoples of different races, opinions, and cultures can live and work together for the good of all. People who can differ without rancor, govern without malice, and accept responsibility as reasonable people, intent on serving the interests of all," unclose quote. In this room now, we are all of different races and backgrounds, but we all have a common vision that allows us to see beyond our differences for the common good. As long as we continue to believe in this, commit to this, and practice it, individually as well as collectively, I truly believe we can achieve the peace we want in our lifetime.